Corinthians 7:10. For married people, these are my instructions, and they are the Lord's, not mine. A wife is not to be separated from her husband. You know, that's just simple division, not actually divorce. It's referring to divorce in a way, but it's also saying she should not be against her husband. She should not leave her husband. She should be by his side. The connection, the bond in a marriage is what keeps it alive. And that bond should be held together through the Lord. The Lord says they should not be divided. They should not be separated. So if they are, then it can be questioned whether the Lord's in that relationship or not. Divorce should always be a last resort. It should never be something one tries to go after. Okay, Esther 5 through 8. Then the king said, Bring Haman quickly, so that it may be done as Esther has said. So the king and Haman came to the banquet that Esther had prepared. The king said to Esther at the banquet of wine, What is the petition? It shall be granted to you. What is your request? Even the half of the kingdom, it shall be performed. So he's willing to give up half his kingdom for her. This shows complete dedication. This shows love. This shows that he was willing to do this for her, and her request was most likely going to be granted because of this. Then Esther answered and said, My petition and my request is this: if I have found favor in the sight of the king, and if it please the king to grant my petition, to perform my request, let the king and Haman come to the banquet that I will prepare for them, and I will do tomorrow as the king has said. So she's going to give her request the next day after having another banquet. This was done to make it seem like Haman was favored, to get Haman in a spot, and also show that she was more favored than Haman. Because if she wasn't more favored than Haman, her request wasn't going to be granted. She had to determine that she's more favored than Haman. And that's what she was doing. You know, winning favor isn't a competition. But sometimes the Lord will use the favor we have with others to bring about his will.